Hi, I'm Josh Lewis, and today I am going to show you how to manage your account, your domains, your hosting environment, and your website. First steps first, you're going to visit our website at locutis.net. If you ever need help, you can click on the Get Help button, where you'll be presented with several options. You can either initiate live support, give us a phone call at 916-905-0874, submit a support ticket, send us an email, or reach out to us on Facebook Messenger. You can also schedule an appointment for a support request. First things first, you're going to click on Services Login. If you know exactly what you want to log into, you can do that here. There are a wealth of options. You can log directly into the client portal, the Plus hosting panel, the Pro Access dashboard, the webmail, the password manager, the Mailcast email marketer, the team site, or domain control. For this example, we're going to log into the client portal, because most everything can be accessed from here. You can associate this with your Facebook, your Google, or your Twitter to make login easy, but for this demonstration, we're going to use an email address. Once logged into the customer panel here, you will be presented with some information. You can see how many services you have. That's how many hosting accounts you have, how many domains that you have with us, how many support tickets you have, and how many due invoices you have. In the area down here, this is a notification area. It'll let you know how many unpaid invoices, how many domains you have expiring soon, how many active services you have, as well as any recent support tickets. To manage your other things that you can do here is you can manage your credit card details, you can edit your account details. If you have other people that you want to allow to speak to our agents, you can choose the contacts here, and you can add contacts to your account here by clicking add a new contact, and you can put in their information, and you can choose what email preferences that they get as well, and whether or not they have access to the client area. To manage your invoices, you go into your invoices here. You can either pay all of your invoices, or you can add funds to your account to pay future invoices. In this case, we've got a due invoice here. We're going to go ahead and click on that. The invoice will be presented to us with details, and we can go ahead and choose our payment method, whether it be credit card or e-check, and we're going to go ahead and click Pay Now. We could either enter in new card information, or we can use an existing card if we already have one on our account. If we want to manage the cards that we have, we just click on our name up here in the top right hand corner, go down to Manage Credit Cards, and then we can add as many cards as we want or delete cards that we have on file, as well as manage any of our security settings like linked accounts. Returning home, if you ever need to submit a support ticket or review the status of a support ticket, go ahead and click on the support tickets there. It will show you which ones you have open and any that you have closed. You can reply to that support ticket and in general communicate with the agent who's assigned to that ticket. Returning home again, if we want to manage any domain names that we have registered, we might have registered 3 or 4 domain names for our website. We can come here to manage each of those domain names by clicking on it. We can get detailed information about the registration date, its next due date, the payment amounts, and the payment methods. If you like to set your auto renew settings, update your name servers, turn the registrar lock off in case you want to transfer your domain name, or get your EPP code should you wish to transfer your domain name to another hosting provider. Returning home again to manage your hosting account, and this is where you're going to go to manage your website as well. You're going to go into My Products and Services. You will see any hosting accounts that you have here. You're going to go and click on that account, and it will show you the details about your account there. You can request an upgrade, You can see what products that you can upgrade this to or choose yearly billing. Go back to service details, and you can also request a cancellation here as well. But if you want to go ahead and manage your hosting environment, we're going to click on Open Control Panel. From here, you're going to need to log in to the Plesk Control Panel. And this is going to show you all the different websites that you might have hosting with here. In this case, we only have one, but this will allow us to control our WordPress settings, our web hosting access settings, our FTP settings if we need those, our PHP settings. We can install other applications on the website, but primarily what people will be doing here is creating new email addresses, managing those email addresses, deleting email addresses, and managing your databases. So first things first is let's talk about those email addresses. So on the left hand side here, we're going to go ahead and click on Mail, and you will see all the different email addresses that you currently have. If you want to create a new email address, you simply hit Create Email Address, and you're going to give it a name. We're going to call this my address, and we're going to need to give it a password, matching passwords. Now if you want to set up forwarding, you can go ahead and do that now by clicking on the forwarding tab, and you can also always do these later, and you can switch on mail forwarding. So any email that gets sent to this email address, we can send it somewhere else. So in this case, we're going to send it to my personal email here. And if we want to set up any aliases, so for example, we only want to have one email address for a specific user, but we want that specific user to get other emails as well. Maybe we want to look like a bigger company, for example. So let's say we're going to add a person here, and we're going to say his name is Jerry Spice. So if anyone, I'm already using this, so we'll change that. So if anyone sends an email to Jerry Spice, it is going to get sent to my email address, which is test address in this case, and then that's going to get forwarded to my personal email address, joshmlewis@outlook.com. Now we can also set up an autoresponder. So for example, if we are going to be out of town, we can say not in the office until Friday the 4th, for example. And we can attach any files such as a business card, for example, or any other files and we might want to have with that. And we can have this automatically switched off on, say, a certain date at a certain time, say next month in this particular example. We can also set our spam filter settings, so we can turn on the spam filter here. And if we click on Show Advanced Settings, we can change the sensitivity as to what will get flagged as spam and what won't. And when it's all said and done, you have a new email address called Test Address. And remember, you also set up aliases here. So if anyone sends an email to Jerry Spice, that email is going to go to Test Address in this case, which is going to get forwarded to my personal email address. And if it's spam, it's going to get marked as spam. But we're also going to send an auto reply letting whoever sent an email to Jerry, which got sent to me, which was forwarded to me, but we're also going to send them a message saying, hey, we're not in the office and we won't be until the 4th. I'm going to hit OK, and that is it. If we ever want to edit these settings for a particular user, we just come in here and we click on that user, and again it will bring us back to this control panel where we can set those settings. We're going to go ahead and cancel that. Returning to the websites and domains, if we want to back up our website, we're going to click on Backup Manager in the top right hand corner. And from here we can back up our website. We can choose what gets backed up, whether it will always back up the domain configuration, but if maybe we don't want the mail and the website content, the mail and its content, but maybe we want files and databases, we can do an incremental backup or we can do a full backup. We can exclude log files and other things like that. We can suspend the website so no one accesses it while it's being backed up. and we can set it to send us a notification once the backup is complete. So we'll go ahead and tell that to do an incremental backup, and we'll go ahead and set that. We can also set up an external FTP server if we have one to back the website up to an offsite location using FTP. And also we can back it up to our Dropbox account if we have Dropbox. And so you can log in with your Dropbox account here, and it will automatically set backups to back up to your Dropbox. So that's 3 locations you'll have backups: on the server itself, if you have a secondary FTP location, and your Dropbox location. You can also set up Google Authenticator if you want to enable multi-factor authentication. So what that means is it will send you a text message anytime someone tries to access your hosting environment here. So that way you can make sure that if it's not you accessing it, no one is. So an extra layer of security there. I would suggest everyone set that up. So that pretty much takes care of managing your website. If you want to access your website, what you're going to do here is you see this little icon here that says My CMS. In your case, you'll see your website name here. You can either click on this, and that will bring you more information about that. You can clone it, you can back it up, you can restore it, you can put it into maintenance mode, you can debug it, you can make sure that WordPress is up to date, and most importantly, you can log into it. So if you ever forget your password, you can change your password here by clicking change login settings, and it will show you what your current password is, or you can change that password here. But of course you would want to log into your administration dashboard. Now, you will have a specific training video for your login dashboard to administrate your website. And that is how you manage your account, your hosting, and your domains on the Frontline Media platform with Locutis IT Services.